It's a rainy February day. Mr.'s new favorite thing is to have his little bed doubled up. He sleeps so peacefully in it. Do you love your bed? He wants to go for a walk in the rain, but then as soon as we step outside, immediately no. Okay, I've been obsessed with this new tea. So literally, I am obsessed with this tea. It's been making my gut and my digestion feel so good. It has naturally occurring pre and probiotics in it. So the probiotics add that biodiversity into your microbiome, but then the prebiotics act as fuel for the good bacteria that's in your gut that just needs to be fed so it can grow. So think of it like fertilizer. That's what prebiotics are. And then I started reading about it, and the trees that it's grown on are 250 years old. So it's this wild harvested tea that has such deep roots. The trees have such deep roots that the phytonutrient and the mineral content in the tea is astounding. That brings so much awe and wonder to me, that we can drink something that is so nourishing. Okay, this is amazing. So polyphenols feed Akkermansia, which is a keystone bacteria that plays a role in blood sugar regulation. And if you don't have blood sugar regulation, then that can prevent ovulation. And if you don't ovulate, then we don't make progesterone. And if we don't make progesterone, then we are not going to have hormone balance. That's going to impact our fertility, our sleep, our metabolic rate as well, because everything's interconnected. PMS, breast tenderness before periods, like irritability before periods, everything touches everything. Honestly, I was having a moment because I was reading about it. This is fermented pu'er, and it is delicious. It is the smoothest black tea I have ever had. I have fallen in love with Peak, this brand called Peak. I actually just read a whole article on it because I was so fascinated by it. I was reading about how catechins turn into theaflavins, which are what is in this tea. And listen to this. So they're harvested, but the leaves are then crushed. Obviously they have to crush down the leaves, and that breaks the cell walls. So in the bruising and the crushing and the breaking, it breaks down their cellular wall and exposes them to enzymes. This process of these amazing, beautiful, nourishing nutrients begins in the crushing and the pressing and the breaking. I think that is a lesson in and of itself. Look to how God even shows us and paints these stories in nature, and that in the crushing and the pressing, that something so nourishing can come out of that. I think that is far beyond, I just so beautiful. I need to say less. Then they stop the oxidation through drying or firing, but Peak specifically uses a cold extraction, which actually helps to preserve the nutrients and actually lock in the flavor and the color. There's one thing that you do every day for your health is give your gut microbiome polyphenols and those phytonutrients that are antioxidants that help us protect against those free radicals and stabilize our cells so that we can make healthy cells, which make healthy tissues, which make healthy organs, which make a healthy organ system. And then we have a healthier organism. Stop chasing the hormones and start by focusing on the cells. Include those polyphenols in your diet, which are just so rich in tea. That's just one of my favorite ways to do it, and how I've seen such a huge benefit and feel it in my body so much. So a lot of teas can be produced with like pesticides and mold and heavy metals, even the processing, and Peak quadruple filters for that. So there's none of that in here. It's just the purest tea from these old 250-year-old trees. You don't need to steep it or anything. It just dissolves right in water. It's so convenient. know it's good when you don't need to sweeten it. And I like to sweeten everything. Link will be in the top of the description box. You'll just click that and you're gonna get 20% off of your order. You're gonna get a free rechargeable frother and also a whole little starter set. Start your day with polyphenols and get those polyphenols and all those phytonutrients. I get sad when it gets over, but I'll just make another cup. We're gonna go do our workout now. And also, I was gonna say something that's been really helping me is to measure my goals. What I was gonna say though is if you want to change it, measure it. If you want to change it, measure it. And at the end of, I'm telling you, the last, when I did that journaling exercise at the end of, seriously, you should go watch that video, but it was at the end of 2024 and I just did a journaling exercise and I basically just looked at my life and I was looking at what was working and what was not working and what I really wanted to nurture and what I really wanted to prune. And just kind of like the garden that my behavior was producing in my life. So what's the fruit of the behavior that I'm getting right now? And what do I want to nurture and grow? And what do I want to weed out and not be planted in this garden anymore? Obviously, I want to cultivate habits where that's how the fruit grows, is what we do. What we do in our days, how we spend our days is how we spend our lives. And so something though that's been really helpful to me is if I want to change something, to measure it, because change doesn't take years. The result of the change can take time. So the fruit of the change can take time, but change can happen in any instant. You can change directions. You can go from left to right now. You can do a 180 right now. Change is instant, but seeing the changes from that change can take time. And a lot of times we get discouraged when we change our behavior because we don't see the changes right away. If you're following, I think you are. And so something that's really helpful though is to measure your daily action of change. And whether it's proteins, like for example, so recently I've been tracking my protein and my carbohydrate to make sure that I'm getting enough for hormonal balance and health and liver health and detoxification and everything like that. And I just track it. I just scan it into my Chronometer app. I wake up and I scan my bone broth in, even steps, like tracking steps. Even when I read, like in the beginning of January, which I probably should still do this for the sake of doing it, but I'd put a little heart on the calendar every day that I read. And that was really helping me to measure and track. And every day that I'd see the heart, it was like I've been doing this every single day and there's this big stream of hearts. That's just been really helpful for me. If you want to change it, track it.
There's other markers.
Okay, lots of studying. I really need to get out of my pajamas and go for a walk and go work out. But I made a quick lunch first just because it's been so many hours and I got up a video. I was just doing a lot of computer work. So I made this delicious chicken, bean, sun-dried tomato, basil, feta, reheated situation. It has over 50 grams of protein in this lunch. Getting enough protein completely changed my hormones. It will change your life. This is my super simple, easy, high protein lunch, and it's gonna be delicious. And how funny I'm eating my lunch in my pajamas. Progesterone punch. Let's make it. A little cranberry. This is great for fueling the bacteria that regulate pH. Great for vaginal microbiome. Vitamin C is a key component of the progesterone punch. So lately I've been adding a pack of my Peak Daily Radiance in here. So good. And I just squeeze it right into, and then this is the one that Bo takes. He takes the one with caffeine. I take the caffeine free because I don't want to have caffeine late in the day. Otherwise it will mess up my sleep. I double up on them. I love the Perfect Amino and I love this. So you really don't need both, but I like it. And this one has creatine, which is also fabulous. And this is just the cleanest pre-workout that I've ever found. Oh, I think I just ran out of coconut water. I did a nice long walk, almost have 10,000 steps, and now I'm gonna oil my hair before I take a shower, and I'm gonna put a castor oil pack on. Super random, but I just got some new hair care stuff. I'm really excited to try it. I got this Rahua, this mousse, and I am obsessed with it. I'm in love with it. It's so good. I mean, my hair really needs to be washed right now. So the ingredients, are literally they're just clean. I fell in love with it so much that I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna try the whole line. This is their voluminous spray. I'm really excited to try. And then this is their hydration detangler. This is the heat protectant. Excited to try this, and they smell really good. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I just put this argan oil. Always oil my hair before I take a shower. So I just put it up either in a clip or just a soft ponytail, and I oil the top and I rub it in. And I also do, is it in here? I think oh yeah, it is. I do a scalp massager every night. So I scalp massage for like, oh, it feels so good too at the end of the day. Like it just feels so good. So I'm gonna scalp massage for like 5 minutes, and it just really stimulates the blood flow to the scalp. And then I oil, and then I oil my whole head, all my hair. Also, while we're on products, this is my favorite deodorant of all time. Remember when I used to use Native, is before they got bought out, and they just added a ton of fragrance and just random things in it. So this works very, very well. Actually, I feel like it's the best one I've ever used. It's organic arrowroot powder. Look at the ingredients. You just can't really, actually I usually shower when it's like this dark in here, but just so that you can see what's happening. Love Primally Pure around here. I love the citrus. They were out of the citrus, but I really like the lavender too. Castor oil pack. Open this up. And then I have these little hot water bottles. Just add in your warm water. Grab your castor oil. It's fantastic. And then I just put it right over my liver. You can really put it wherever you want, but I just put it over my liver. I showed you everything that I ate today. I showed you all whole food ingredients. Not saying that it's perfect. I'm just saying like that's just a healthy day of eating, you could say. And I got plenty of fiber. So as you can see, I did not get enough B vitamins. I did not get enough calcium because I didn't eat any dairy today. And I don't think I ate a lot of dairy. I should say I didn't really eat much dairy, I think. But I didn't get enough calcium. Calcium is critical for thyroid function and our hormonal health in general. And then I didn't get enough vitamin A, and I didn't get enough of the B vitamins. So this is what I'm talking about, like with targeted supplementation. So I'm going to eat my dates right now, and then I'm going to take some calcium. So this is eggshell calcium powder. It's pure eggshell powder, so it's very bioavailable form. And then I'm also going to take beef liver because that's gonna help to get my vitamin A up. I'm gonna take my Armra colostrum. I take this every single day, and I forgot to take it earlier. I'm also going to take a B vitamin. I take the Seeking Health B vitamin, and then I'm gonna do some topical magnesium. Very important to get topical magnesium every day. And I'll probably take my liver tincture, my Liver Life tincture. So, and then I will take oysters because leading up to ovulation, it's really critical to have enough zinc. So the beef liver will get up my iron, the beef liver will get up B vitamins, the B vitamins will also make sure I have enough of the B vitamins. That is a good example of what it means to give your cells nutrients. And when I talk about making sure that you're getting enough nutrients, that's actually why I created Well, and I need to print out Well. I just thought that was a really good example so that you can see like what is the purpose of supplementation, you know? If you're not getting enough nutrients, like a lot of people would just not even realize that they're not getting enough calcium. Like maybe you don't eat dairy, maybe you're not paying attention. Most people don't. It's really not our fault. We're all just trying to do our best. But I think that's a really good just light to see that if you are having painful periods or hormonal problems or low energy or whatever it is, are we getting enough nutrients in our diet? Like it's such a fundamental basic thing, but it's very difficult. It can be very difficult to do. So, and it's really important to have a healthy gut so that you're actually absorbing your nutrients. That's a whole nother conversation. I feel like there was this wave of like anti any supplements if it wasn't a whole food. And I've just come to a place that I just don't agree with that because our soils are so depleted. We are not getting enough iodine in our diets. We're just not getting enough of these nutrients. Like we need these nutrients and they're not in our soils anymore. So they're not in our food. So they're not going into our bodies. And so like a really good high quality multivitamin that doesn't have iron in it and I get a million questions about that. Anyway, fun health chats. Okay, I'm coming at you to give you a little update because I have to give you an update. I am obsessed with this tea. I have had this tea every single day and I do not have to sweeten it. It is officially gone. I just ordered 2 more boxes. It's delicious and it comes with a bundle. So it comes with the pu'er bundle and this one is the fermented green pu'er tea. This is my current absolute favorite morning part of my morning. I crave this. I literally was drinking 3 cups of this a day. So, and it never made me jittery. It never made me anxious. It makes me feel so calm. It is so supportive to my digestion. Like I feel so good drinking this. And when I want green, ooh, there's nothing like a warm cup of green tea for me. And this is absolutely so smooth. I don't need sweetener for this either. That is so not normal for me. I love to sweeten everything to the max. I just had to tell you that I love both of them and you can get this as a bundle. So I'm gonna leave the link again at the top of the description box. That's gonna get you the 20% off and your free starter kit. Having Peaks tea genuinely changed my life and it changed my metabolic health. It literally changed my microbiome. You wanna make leaps and bounds in your hormonal health, focus every single day. The one thing that you can do every single day is give your gut polyphenols. You feed the good bacteria, it improves blood sugar regulation, then we're able to ovulate because we cannot ovulate if we have blood sugar dysregulation. A lot of blood sugar dysregulation issues cause an ovulation. And if you don't ovulate, then you don't make progesterone. And if you don't make progesterone, you're not gonna offset estrogen. And that's what leads to all that PMS, moodiness, breast tenderness, clotty irregular periods, all that kind of stuff. We have to make enough progesterone. And truly, really, the one thing that I did that totally changed my metabolic and hormonal health is give my body polyphenols. The polyphenols literally feed the good bacteria in our gut that is responsible for blood sugar regulation. And that's where Peak came in with their matcha and now these teas that I'm obsessed with, and really allowed that bacteria to start eating its favorite food, which is polyphenols. Honestly, if there's a very simple thing that we can do every day, which is literally drink some tea, I gotta share with you my favorite things and I just cannot get enough of it. I literally ordered multiple of these and I love that this comes in a bundle. So link will be at the top of the description box. I love you so much and I will see you in my next video. Bye.